Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are doing well. I am going to discuss circles from class 10. This is part 1 of my video. I will be explaining basics from your previous classes here so that you don't find difficulty in understanding the terms which are used in the chapter. If you like my video, please do subscribe my channel. Let us first understand the definition for circle. A circle is the set of all the points in a plane that are at a fixed distance from a fixed point. Here two things are there, one is a fixed distance and one is a fixed point. So fixed point is known as the center and the fixed distance is known as the radius. As you can see in the figure, this P is representing the fixed center and AP or PB is the fixed distance, which is the radius of the circle. It is collection of all those points in the plane. That means the points which are lying on the boundary here. We can take infinitely many points. So this is the collection of all those points which are at fixed distance from this fixed point. Next definition is for the arc. Arc is the part of the circle which is connecting two points of the circle. This is very easy. We have taken 2 points on the circle A and B, and the portion of the circle which is connecting these 2 points, that is AB, is called the arc of the circle, and we are going to write it as AB, the arc, like this. This is the arc of the circle which is connecting 2 points on the circle. Next is the definition for segments of a circle. We can have 2 segments for the circle. One is the minor segment and one is the major segment. Now how you are going to identify? This one is your minor segment, which is in pink shade, and next one is your green part, which is including the center of the circle. This will be your major segment of the circle. And chord is dividing the circular region into 2 parts, each of which is called the segment of the circle, one the minor one and one the major one. Next is the central angle. The angle subtended by an arc at the center of the circle is called the central angle. You can see here angle ACB. One important thing here is that the vertex of this angle will be the center of the circle. That is why it is known as the central angle. Next is the sector of the circle. The region bounded between two radii. The part of the circle which is bounded between two radii. Here we are having two radii OA and OB. So the region bounded between these, this one, is known as the sector of the circle. These things you have already learned in your basic classes. Next is, what are the possibilities for circle and a line in a plane? First case, that they are not intersecting at all, that is they are at some distance. Next point is that they are having one single point of intersection, that is the second case here. Next is the case when we have 2 points in common. Based on these, we are having some more terms. The first one is the secant. Secant means the case when the line is intersecting the circle at 2 points. Another one is a tangent. It is the case when a line is intersecting the circle at exactly 1 point, and that point is known as the point of tangency. Next is the thing, what is the relation between the tangent and the secant? Then we should understand that tangent is a special case of secant. How? When these 2 points A and B, when these are coinciding, the 2 points where the circle was intersected by the line, when these two coincide, as you can see here, these are coincided here, and the secant becomes a tangent in that case. So tangent is a special case of secant. Next, there cannot be more than two tangents parallel to a given secant. This is also a very important property, that only two tangents are possible which are parallel to a particular secant. Here in the figure, these are denoted by T1 and T2, and S is for the secant. Next is a chord. Chord is a line segment whose endpoints lie on the circle, and we already know that diameter is the longest chord.